So I can't believe I forgot to mention what the fuck happened today when I gonna take my glasses off when I got home. So, like I said, Phil had to leave early. He was my only ride, so we took an Uber over to my house. We get to my house, whatever. You know, Paul comes over to my house. We chill. We're chilling in the living room. We're just like talking about how fun the weekend was. Just chilling for a bit before he has to go for the day, right? Blah blah. This came in the mail, and I'm just trying to figure out how to put this shit on because it is a tangled mess of just you know stuff. Anyway, so we're just talking, yada yada. He's kind of like pacing back and forth for some reason. Then he's like, "Hey Joe, why is there a cop on the side of your house?" And I'm like, "Dude, shut the fuck up." I was like, "No, no, no." I was like, "Stop playing around." He's like, "No, seriously." So I go, I can't see. So I go and like I'm sitting on the couch right behind me is a window. I turn around, I see I'm like, "Yo, there's like some, uniform, like actual thing." I was like, "Whoa." I'm like, "That's weird." I go and I walk a little in my living room. I'm like, "Whoa!" And I see kind of like the cops could like go around, right? So I'm walking towards my kitchen, and you can kind of see like the window that's right above the like a sink kitchen. Anyway, I go and I'm like, see a couple more officers. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm gonna go out there and talk to them because I'm like, why all of a sudden on a Monday afternoon are a bunch of police officers at my house, right? So I go and I open the door, and as I open the door, I hear like them like a bit of commotion from them, like oh, like something. I open, they all have their guns drawn, and I was just like, whoa, hey, what's up, what's up, Like the main officer, like his gun is out, has like the light there, and it's down, but he's ready, and I was just like, fuck, man. I was like, hey, what's up? And they were like, hey, we got a call saying that there were two black men who broke into your house. I was like, no, 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 no. And then Paul comes up, if you don't know by now, Paul is the big black guy I know. He comes up behind me, and I'm like, no, it's just my friend. I was like, I was like, all things like, please don't kill my friend. Like, oh my god, like I have enough worries already, a horrible anxiety enough. I worry about my friends getting hurt, all that stuff. The last thing I need is for them to die in front of me. I don't need that, you know. He's standing, Paul's much taller than me, standing right behind me, right here, and he goes, "Yeah." I'm like, and I was like, "It's just my friend." One of the cops, he's on like my neighbor's yard because there's like a fence, and he's like leaning over. He looks and he goes, "Are you fucking kidding? Like, are you kidding me?" But not in a way that he was mad at us, but the fact that it was like a false call. They're thinking they're like, "Oh my god, someone's trying to rob this house." You know, we gotta make sure these guys obviously aren't robbing these people, and then realizing it's a false claim. Of course it's shit. I would be like doing my job, and you're telling me like, oh, like crying wolf kind of thing. I'd be pissed too. So they're like, oh my god. And they're like, yeah. They're like, seriously, we were just about to break down your door. I was like, whoa, and I wasn't even thinking anything further. I was just like, oh shit, yada yada. Paul brings up a great point. He goes, oh yeah, that wouldn't have been a good idea because her dad would. And I just like and immediately thought of my dad freaking out, and then I'm just standing there like, like, like trying not to freak out because I was just like, oh, like there's cops with their guns drawn on me. I'm scared slightly. The fact that my dad would come home and the fucking back door is broken and the locks and shit. I'm just like, ah, So yeah, be a good parent. Have your kids fear you. Yes, Philip. Anyway, so obviously there's no arrest or anything on our part because it's like I was like, no, no, I'm like, this is my house, this is my friend, yada yada. And the cop was like, okay, get your ID, and I go and grab my wallet, give him my ID. My ID says this address, so good thing, perks of living at home is that your ID has this address. It's not like I live somewhere else, you know what I mean? Like it has a different, just like it's chill. Write it down to get my number to get his ID, just in case. Totally understand, it was totally fine. They were actually very nice. They like apologized and we're like, no, I get it. Like we get it. You get a call that says, but it was upsetting that the call said there were two tall black men with ski masks on who broke into the house. Mind you, we got out of a fucking Uber that was like I think it was not a SUV. It was kind of like an SUV kind of thing, right? We got out of there with luggage. I had mad bags because of the shit I wore, and then the fucking makeup I had, and the fucking shit for the table. All right, like we both had backpacks. There was a big ass bag, a smaller bag, and I had this shit. I was literally carrying this, you know, with my fucking panels and stuff. I was carrying my shit. Also, when they called, turns out, oh, also, funny thing, turns out it's my fucking next door neighbor, fucking racist ass bitch. You know, first of all, I've never even seen that bitch before. Okay, during this whole thing, I'm standing there, I look out and I see their kitchen window, I see this woman. I've never seen her in that house before. I don't know who she is. It is an old man that's living next door. I don't know who this woman is, you know? And like she's looking out the window like ooh, you know, like, and I'm looking at I'm kind of like Paul and I both were like, yo, you know, like something didn't seem right. Anyway, it's like, bitch, if you called us, if you looked out your kitchen window, you would have seen that, yeah, we were entering from the back door. But you would have seen, because the way how the screen door opened this way, she would have seen here, from here, I was down looking through my backpack for my keys. Your ass would have seen I took out my fucking keys. Your ass would have noticed, obviously, I'm not black. Your ass would have seen that we walked in the house that is mine. It is my fucking house. Motherfucker, this is my fucking house. I'm getting really loud and ghetto right now. Because, bitch, you called the cops, and if Paul, like, seriously, we were just chilling in the living room. If Paul wasn't just pacing around the house for no, like, damn reason, he wouldn't have seen the cop. My door would have been busted open. I would have busted that bitch in the face, you know? For fuck's sakes. It was enough stress enough for this fucking weekend. Last thing I need is to get a fucking false, like, claim on my house. The cops would have been like, oh, like, you know, my friend probably would have somehow gotten hurt in some way just because it, you know, oh my god. But other than that, we're fine. Everything's fine. But we were definitely heated for some time. Like, you know, we both decided to take the high road and just be like, you know what? We're gonna be adults and not do this. But I wanted to go next door and like cuss the bitch out. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, what the fuck? For fuck's sakes, I had a stressful ass weekend, okay? I had a stressful ass motherfucking weekend. I had shit to do. I had business to take care of. You know, I had business to care of when I came home. We were gonna chill before I took care of more business. But your ass made me fucking scared as shit of my friend's life and my own goddamn life because you fucking decide to call on people, you know, fucking, you know, breaking in the house. Dude, it's not just an old man living in this house. Yeah, my dad lives in the house, but my fucking big ass lives here too. And again, why would you report two tall black people with ski masks on, two black gentlemen? Like, fuck you, man. Like, this racism is killing me, which I hashtagged on my Instagram. But anyway, I just had to throw that in there like last minute. But again, Walker Sarker Khan, it was great. I am never ever saying hello to my neighbor ever again. You know, how dare you? Anyway,